back
We are back.
for another Q&A episode. I got a taco.
Delicious. I ate mine already.
Oh.
That
on the
was
floor.
a ghost.
Paper on the floor. But taco wasn't the euphemism.
Paper was.
We recorded these Q&As back to back as we usually do.
Ass to ass.
So we have not come down from our drinking experience of the first episode.
No. I'm using that taco that I ate to absorb some of the alcohol that I've eaten. Because
Can I be any louder?
I just said alcohol that I've eaten. I didn't eat any alcohol. I drank the alcohol.
Yeah.
But I drank quite a bit of it, as you can tell by
I ate a
the
taco.
empty Fireball bottle.
You could drink a taco if it's a euphemism.
That's true.
And if it's excited enough. And if it's a squirter.
Is that a felch?
I'm gonna down this taco. We have Chuck on the right.
Hi, I'm Chuck on the right. We got Adam on the left. Because he's left-handed.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody was over there, I'm pointing out to the other end of the table.
There would
I
never
would be on the
ever
right.
be anybody there because there fucking isn't anything there for them unless they were sitting on
They're
your
fucking
keyboard.
nothing there? Well, all right.
Ghost fucks.
Ghost fucks. Look how many we have.
My favorite porn. Ghost fucks. Okay, actually, before we start with,
Promo time.
yeah, we mentioned it on our last episode. We're gonna mention it on this episode too. We have,
ASMR.
yeah, we have expanded our Age of Radio family to include recently. So what we've got Bones on Sports. We've got JV Impacts.
I like to put my bone on sports.
We should do a crossover episode with Bones on Sports. That would be so funny.
About us knowing nothing about sports.
Exactly.
Except for furball.
No, that is to be saved for the episode.
Exactly. That's a little inside
Wait until
baseball for
Furball
ya.
comes out. Or we just have him on our episode, our show, and talk
Yep.
about Furball.
Exactly.
Anyway, so we got Bones on Sports. We've got JB Impacts. We've got Age of Jeremy. We've got now we have Girl in the Valley. And
Good stuff.
very recently joining the syndicate is Color Me Cursed, which
You
is
said color me
amazing.
cursed. Color
I
me dead.
did. Jesus Christ.
That was
Color
my
Me
problem.
Dead. Color me, I'm sorry,
They
ladies.
called us learning to cuss.
Yeah, they did. It was, no, learning how to cuss.
Learning how to cuss.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
That was amazing. I thought it was funny as fuck. They're like on their first what was it, the Picton episode, the Robert Picton
Yes.
episode. They called us learning how to cuss,
That's awesome.
and so we have been making fun of that ever since because I think it's funny.
Yeah.
But we keep calling them Color Me Cursed, so we're both fucked up.
Back at the ranch.
Yeah, exactly. Back to
Strong.
ranch hands. But yeah, welcome to the family. I
Yes.
love you guys. You guys are awesome.
The syndicate.
And that's about that for the intro. As far as
4 minutes into this, we are going to start talking about the Q&A again. We're back
when
to
I think about you, I touch myself.
Yes.
Actually, before we dive into the serious question,
Yes.
I want to answer Jeremy of Age of Radio fame.
Let's do that.
Age of Jeremy question.
Let's do that. He slid a question in while we were
texted
recording
me a
the first
question, and he says, and I quote,
one. Yes.
"Why is one of my testicles bigger than my dog's?" Now, my question here is: do you have multiple dogs, and is one of your testicles bigger than both of your dogs combined?
There's no apostrophe?
No,
Okay, so then there you go. It's valid. So is it multiple dogs?
right?
Yeah.
Or is he saying
His testicles bigger than the
one
dog.
dog has a large set of balls, and one of his testicles is bigger than that? And the answer to that question,
What if Nards was one of us?
exactly, elephantitis.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jeremy.
Just
you,
a nutsack waiting to bust.
you have elephantitis, and I'm sorry to inform you. I hate to be your WebMD, but yes, that is you're afflicted.
Is that a euphemism?
Yeah, you pronounced that wrong. I pronounced that wrong.
I want a paranormal question, Jeremy.
Yeah,
Maybe he'll
paranormal.
ask him that, and then
Your left testicle is haunted by ghosts.
Yes.
And that's why it's larger.
we'll put a spin on it.
He'll text back, "It wasn't my left testicle, it was my right testicle."
Right?
Yeah. All right, so actually
I feel bad for the one that's left.
to the serious question now.
Yes.
And this has to do with our favorite. No, actually, I would say Brian, Deathbed Confession himself, does a really great Stephen Hawking impression. So I wish you were here to ask this question.
Brian, why have you not come to this episode to talk about me?
Yeah, you do it better than I do, Adam. You do it almost as good as Deathbed
That's what
Confession.
the ladies tell me.
Yeah. That's what the puppies tell me.
That's what they tell me too.
But yes, so would you like me to ask the question and you answer it in your Stephen Hawking?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Joel asks.
Joel asks, what do you think about
What does
multiple
he
realities?
Remember, there's a
Steven,
delay
Steven.
in me talking.
Steven, shut the fuck up for a second. Let me ask you the goddamn question. Okay? Can you do that? Can you hold on to your wheels for like 5 seconds?
I had a feeling you were
Stuff
going
it.
to interrupt me.
Stuff it.
I can't help interrupting
Stuff it.
others because it takes time.
I'm going to disconnect your voice box.
Set my question
Steven?
up in real time.
Steven! You ready? You ready for the question? Because if you keep talking over me,
I'm going
gonna
to keep talking over you until I hear you say, do not talk over me.
Do not talk over me.
It has now got to that point where in the past I heard you say this.
What do you think about multiple realities and Stephen Hawking's last paper? Stephen, what do we think about your last paper?
You are asking too many questions.
Shut the fuck up and
It
answer the
will
question,
take
Steven.
30 minutes to compute my answer.
Just type it.
How would you like to just do it yourselves?
Nah, I want you to do it.
You can record me later and put it into the episode superimposed.
All right, fine. I will
During
concede.
the recording of this
I said I will
episode,
concede.
I have not passed away yet.
I will concede.
I am sorry for
This is
interrupting
this will
you
be funny.
because now I'm catching up.
I know he's dead and gone, and it's kind of fucked up.
It's in poor taste, but
is this how he talks after death? Is this how his ghost talks?
like I said, I think it would be.
Boo! I am scaring you today.
I am the ghost in the box, in the machine. I think it would have been hilarious if he fucking recorded a bunch of like preloaded messages before death.
No,
that
that's
just go
my
off
goddamn idea.
randomly.
That's my
It was
goddamn
my idea
idea
too. I thought.
No, for my urn.
Mandela effect. Oh yeah, you're right.
For my urn.
It's like one of those Willy fish thingies. Do you remember those that they do sing-alongs and stuff? Remember?
No.
The fish on the wall, the trout. That,
Billy.
what is he called?
Big Mouth Billy Bass.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's your urn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to record a bunch of sayings of me like just saying random shit, and have my urn be motion censored, so that when somebody walks by my urn when I pass away, it'll just be my voice all muffled, being like, "Hey man, what the fuck are you doing? Hey, come here, open up this lid, please. Just pour some 2 hats pineapple in here."
Hey, who left the lid open to my urn? The ashes are gonna blow all over the place.
Gonna get all over the place.
What do you think? You live on a farm? Close the lid.
Were you born in a goddamn barn? Close the urn.
Good. Oh shit! I'm gonna make sure that happens.
Okay, thank you, buddy.
If you die
me
first.
and Brian were discussing this on the way here one day when we were doing a record.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Didn't you do a chord first?
Yeah,
Okay.
recorded and then we recorded.
Kind of like vamp and revamp our previous episodes. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
We got a third one coming.
We do.
You just wait for the title of that.
Yeah,
Anyways, what were you guys talking about? I'm kidding.
of Stephen Hawking.
Moving on. So yeah, Stephen Hawking.
Moving right along.
So
Footloose
Joel.
and fancy free.
So Joel, that's like the third time you sang that song on the
Yeah.
show. That's awesome.
I'll do it whenever I want to.
Closed loops.
Yeah.
So what do you think about multiple realities? Well, should we go to Stephen Hawking's last paper first? I mean, is
Okay. Well, first I want to answer what I actually think about multiple realities.
Oh, we can go on forever about that.
I think there's reality.
Yes.
That's it. There's reality, just the same way where I
I'll
think
take it a
about
step further
where
when
I
you
think about
done.
supernatural. There's just natural, and another quote unquote, or so to say, or so to speak,
So to say.
so to speak,
Refreshing voice of Mountain Dew.
other or alternate realities.
It's still reality.
It's a reality.
And then also different people's perception of reality, their own personal realities. It's just that.
We got schizophrenics.
Yeah.
They have different realities than we do.
There is a singular reality.
Yeah.
And there are many different perceptions of it.
Right.
There you go. Alternate timelines, but it's still reality.
So what did that paper say, huh? You looked into it.
Well, Stephen Hawking, I mean, basically the gist of his paper, he was trying to find a way to shrink the whole multiverse idea.
Micropenis style.
He suggested a framework for understanding the universe that would render the multiverse finite.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
No, but it makes sense. I mean, yes, it could be argued that the multiverse, it would be hard to quantify it.
I mean, it's also hard to disprove.
It's hard to disprove and it's hard to prove.
Yeah. That wasn't my haunted pants. That was a chair moving.
I'm going to debunk that. It's a haunted chair. But no, I get what he was what he sought out to do. And even that's impossible. Well, for now. Wouldn't you say?
I would say. Yeah, I mean, the only way, honestly, to get a definitive answer, or the lack thereof, is death.
Well, if you were talking about death of the physical form, and your consciousness going on,
right?
Yes.
That's how you would know for sure if there is anything else after.
But that's different realms, wouldn't you say? I mean,
right. That's
but
what
if we're talking about multiverse, as if like our universe that had potentially had a big bang and gave rise to the life that's in it, and it's all contained.
Like
and it's
big
like a bubble.
70s style porn bang.
Yes, and then you have all these other universes separate from our universe. Everything that we know of our universe and we'll come to know about your universe.
For me, it makes
floating in the sea of infinite universes. That type of multiverse, it'd be hard to detect. Although they
said hard,
exactly hard, like a cock smacking it, like a pool game.
Okay.
Yeah, so the cock is like a pool cue hitting all these balls of universes. But they do have, what is it?
And the cue is jizz?
The cosmic background radiation, they have detected what they kind of look at as like these type of bruises, which they basically attribute to other universes bumping into ours. Which sounds silly, but hey, it's a start. Because
bumper cars.
How else do you...
bumper car universes.
We don't even know where the edge of the end of our universe is, so how can we even detect other universes beyond that?
Right.
It's hard. But I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, and to think about the way that it's kind of stated is that, you know, there's... The beginning of our universe wasn't necessarily the beginning of everything.
No.
We're just a product or a byproduct or an offshoot of other things that have been going on for millennia.
Yeah.
We're just here. It's just happenstance.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
We're a fart in the wind compared to the whole of everything.
I mean, consider the fact that, I mean, we're here as we are. Imagine other universes where far greater, far more intelligent, far more sophisticated, far less drunk Chuck lives.
And he's the size of a tardigrade, and tardigrades are the size of him.
Exactly. Man, that'd be awesome. I'd love to
little
hug
water chucks.
I'd love to hug a water bear.
Yeah, fucking.
I would have a water bear as a pet.
Tardigrade's doing a podcast talking about water chucks.
Exactly. If I could, you know, those little discs that they have in Ant-Man. If I could find a tardigrade, I would literally.
Pew, pew, pew. Don't like throwing like little tiny stars out of his racist.
I would have like a me-sized water bear. And just be like, oh, hug me with all 8 of your arms. You're a fucking amazing animal.
What if it couldn't, like, once it became, like, part of, well, no, because it is part of the macroverse. It's just very tiny. But once it got to our size, what if it just went and just fucking fell apart?
Oh, that's right. Like we were talking before on one of those episodes.
I mean, does it maintain its same mass even though it expands?
Yeah.
Or does it take on a heavier mass?
It would definitely take on a heavier mass.
But do we know that?
I think so. In our universe, the way that naturally, the way that things occur. Then yes. Like we were earlier today, there was a
look what ants can do. But if ants were our size,
this is let me say this real quick. So earlier today, and it was funny, a wasp had gotten into our house, and my daughter was like,
a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
Yes.
Or a white Anglo-Saxon prostitute.
Exactly, the prostitute one. No, a wasp. The insect had gotten into our house.
He's talking about the
flying
wasps.
around, right? And And my daughter was freaking out about it, and she just wanted it out of the house, which is understandable. You don't ever know. She might, it could be dangerous to get stung by a wasp if you've never been stung by one. She might be allergic or whatever. And so by no means was I making fun of her or anything, but I basically said, just to kind of lighten the mood, was imagine a group of giants, right?
There's people. We were just mentioning Lennon on the last episode.
And there's a human riding around in like a jetpack with like a gun, and he's going around flying, and these giants are just like, oh shit, what is that? Get it out of the kitchen, get it out.
Giant wasps.
Right? Yeah. Wops. Thanks, Jagan.
Whoppers. He's not Italian.
He's a wop.
He's not a
No,
wop.
he's not a wop.
No.
A doo-wop.
Hey, what's an Italian's favorite hamburger?
A Whopper?
A Whopper.
Whopper
That's just
with
so
cheese?
terrible. They're gonna hate us.
Yeah.
There's another group of people that are gonna get offended.
All of the Italian Americans from New York are gonna get together with Louisiana and find us and shoot
No,
us.
the entire South at this point.
Yeah, at this point.
I love the South. Don't get me wrong. I did a lot of traveling back in the day, and I love the South. They
Yeah.
have great food, and there's a lot of.
I'm more impressed
aside
by the
from
fact-
some of the racists that are down there. There's a lot of the whole Southern hospitality thing.
Right.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
it's a thing.
That's because your skin is mostly white.
Yeah, they don't know. They're like,
Right, they're
I
unaware.
did not know he was an Arab.
Yeah, but I'm more impressed with the fact that Fievel goes west.
Yes.
So stupid.
Why did he just stop there?
I don't know. So
Let's finish off the boat.
more questions. More questions.
Oh no, well, multiverse. Shall we talk about what we think about the multiverse some more?
Sure.
I mean, we can go on forever about that. I think this first question is going to take us to the breaking point
Maybe.
at some point. What do
Multiverse. Do you think like it's like as far as multiverse goes? Do you think that there's like just like not necessarily copies of our universe?
No, I mean, I honestly think. Now, I think that gets into parallel time. Okay, no, there's two things here. I think that gets into
Parallelograms?
timelines and universes where that would be exactly like here, and it's like the quantum realm. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself here. The quantum realm, where
Yeah.
all the probabilities exist, but when you observe it, boom,
Okay.
it collapses into that. And what if it's multiple timelines because of that? And that's your parallel timelines, parallel universes. But when it comes to the multiverse, they're not. It's not that they're parallel. They're probably just here and there and all everywhere.
Right.
And all these universes may have different physics.
Are they stacked?
No,
Are they?
I think that would be more like dimensions. Within this universe, you would have tons, infinite dimensions that we can't observe. Because what if I argue? People say, "Oh, we're three-dimensional beings."
So do you think that?
What if
that-
we're four-dimensional beings observing three dimensions? Okay,
Right. Do you think that? Do you think that?
that's a lot of shit. But I
Yeah.
can go into a little bit more on each of those things.
Do you think that universes are like scattered out like stars? Like
Yeah.
we see stars,
Why not?
but another type of being can observe multi-universes?
If they're big enough,
or
yes.
multiverses? Multi-universes is an oxymoron.
Yeah.
But multiverses, where there's multiple universes out there, or multiverses
Yeah,
out
just
there.
scattered all about.
Scattered all about. And
Maybe
they can look
some
at
with
it
the same physics and laws, and then others with completely different. Mm-hmm. Yeah, why not?
backwards, mirrored, upside down,
Exactly.
sideways.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where all the planets are,
Fucking
or
Rick and Morty is real.
exactly. If
Yeah.
planets, and we're a TV show.
Exactly.
If planets are a thing in that particular universe,
This is what somebody on like another universe is watching as reality TV, or not
Exactly.
even reality TV. Fiction is just you and I sitting at this table talking forever about stupid shit that
even
we
worse,
don't know
it's
about.
porn for them.
Ooh, alien jizz.
But yeah, to clarify, I look at it as that, and I think it is just that. But I mean, I think a lot of people would agree. You have this universe, and you have the physics that our universe.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You have the microverse, the macroverse. You have multiple timelines, maybe within this
The
universe where
converse.
everything, the converse, the Chucks, right here, the Chuck.
Yeah.
You have
The Chuck Taylors.
all possible things that can happen are happening on parallel timelines within this universe.
Yeah.
And then you have the stack of different,
Yeah.
the infinite
The
stack.
Douglas Adams universe.
Yes, exactly.
That would be amazing.
Arguably, the infinite stack of dimensions
Mm-hmm.
that we can observe, but we can only observe down from where we're at.
If they
I
have-
think we're in a fourth dimension.
They have dimensions. Do they have live mentions?
Yes, dimensions and dimensions.
All right. Cool.
Liv Tyler mentions.
Liv Tyler, yeah.
Yes. That should be a show. Let's get her. What is she doing these days?
I don't know. Probably
She should do a podcast on our network called Liv Mentions.
Yeah.
Mentions different things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And we can fill in the blanks. We could be the co-hosts.
By fill in the blanks, do you mean jizz everywhere?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
It's kind of like
You're dirty.
It's kind of like cock.
I like that.
It's kind of like cock, but it comes from a cock.
Yeah, macaque, like the bird.
Macabre.
Macabre.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not afraid to stray from the macabre.
Me either.
Or corn on the cob.
I like corn on the cob. I'm hungry. I ate that taco and I'm still hungry.
Is that a euphemism?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so we'll answer one more question. And then
Basically, what that means is that I've performed cunnilingus and I would like to do it again.
I performed.
I ate that taco and I'm still hungry.
I performed cunnilingus on a taco.
Yeah, you did. I watched you.
I even ate some of the paper.
Is that even, you pronounced that wrong.
Oh, exactly.
All right, so another question that Jagan asks here is...
We'll do his silly question now.
It's about cursed objects, right? So he wants to know, what would happen if you stuck your pecker in a haunted pocket pussy? Or if there was a poltergeist attached to a twirling vibrator on high speed? So to answer your first question, bearded pepper.
Yes.
I think honestly, that's one of the ways you can acquire a bearded pepper.
Yes, one of the ways. We make this shit up. We could retcon it any way we want because we.
Well, I mean, we talked about there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Exactly.
You know.
Speaking of cats, we're gonna get to the cat here in a second.
Pocket kitty. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I think of your question, Jagan.
Yes.
You can stick it up your face.
Wazoo.
You can stick it up your face.
I want that guy back on the show, Jagan.
Yeah. So, or if there was a poltergeist attached to a twirling vibrator on high speed, what
it wouldn't really affect it because they don't.
Well,
arguably, they don't have mass.
The question is written out.
Arguably, they don't have.
Why
mass.
would I be putting my pecker in a poltergeist attached to a twirling vibrator on high speed? Are you asking what happens if you put a twirling vibrator on high speed that happens to have a poltergeist attached to it inside of a vagina? I would say multiple orgasms.
There you go.
So your question's answered.
Alternatively, if you put your pecker in a mouthful of braces, is it a Black and Decker pecker-wrecker?
Yes.
Yes,
it is. And then we've got
Eric Gadberry's question.
Yes.
I love this question.
Would having sex with your clone be considered masturbation, rape?
This is a multi-question.
You pronounced that wrong.
You pronounced it wrong. It's
incest, or all of the above.
Now, let me start with when he originally typed it on Facebook. He put it may have autocorrected to insect.
Yes.
So we'll touch on that in a moment too. That's bestiality.
Yes. But no, I don't think that it would. Well,
let's go down the line. Okay. Well, actually, no. Let's start with incest. So incest, yes, because for a genetic
a clone.
As far as a genetic match goes, it's more of a genetic match to you than anyone in your family. So definitely, it's incest.
I would say incest would be more if you're fucking your twin.
But a clone is still a human.
I think of it more of masturbation. And only,
but it's not an extension of yourself.
Sure, it is.
If you look at it, okay, if you do buy into the whole astrology,
it's mutual. It's mutual masturbation.
Is it?
I think so.
But okay, well, let's look at it this way.
Only in the case where it's not rape. If both you and your clone are consenting.
So does that answer if it's rape or not? Well, you can rape anybody, so why not rape a clone? You could.
That's what I'm saying. It all comes down to consent.
You could, yeah, it comes down to consent with the rape part.
If I were to clone myself, right, and I'm like, hey, clone, let's fuck. And the clone's like, no. And I'm like, well, you know what? You're my clone, so
because you're insinuating,
I'm going to masturbate
you're insinuating that they are their own human being and they can come up with their own answers and stuff. They're
exactly.
They're not a slave to you. They're not something that you own.
Right. Okay. I mean, I think once a clone is created,
they're its own human.
First off, if you're actually making a clone,
that's unethical.
When you clone a living being,
yes.
It's not already, like, say, right now I'm 34.
It's not going to jump to being 34.
A 34-year-old me. It's going to be a fucking baby.
Then it's molestation.
Gross. Yes.
Unless you wait till it's older, and then you're going to be really old.
And then you're going to be old. Like, if I waited until this clone was my age now, I'd be...
He's holding a Mountain Dew bottle while he's talking about this.
It's my clone.
Pantomiming with his Mountain Dew clone.
If I were to fuck the clone when it's my age now, I'd be 68. And maybe
If you wait a year, you could do a 69.
maybe I'm into sexagenarians, but maybe not.
I'm into nonagenarians.
Exactly.
Betty White. Okay, so that takes care of the rape and masturbation to a degree. I don't think it's masturbation because, okay,
So
if you
to
buy
speak.
into astrology,
What if we
or
both-
even if you don't buy into astrology, check this out.
What if me and my clone both sat on our hands?
And gave each other a stranger?
Yeah.
Check this out. Whether you believe in astrology or not, you cannot make your clone have the same astrological code as you because it's going to be born in a completely different time.
I don't buy into astrology, though.
But even if you don't, okay, so let's say
Astroglidology.
no clone is going to be 100% you because it's not going to hold your memories
Oh
and
no, of
everything
course
else.
not. So I mean, yeah, I guess it wouldn't be.
It's going to be a
masturbation.
completely
You're
different
right.
human, but it would, and it's going to be it's a separate entity altogether. So it's not masturbation.
No,
Masturbation
there
is
is
by
that.
yourself.
Okay, so do you think of that one superhero or supervillain or however it is portrayed in X-Men?
Oh, multiple man.
Yes. Do you think if I were to
They have their own personalities. Did you
Do
know
they?
this? Yes, but they are all slaves somewhat. They're all
are they not just
what do
like
they call
a,
that? Yeah,
An
a slave.
offshoot?
Yeah, slave.
It's not just like a.
They're all slaved
I'm
to
just
the
gonna slide
original.
here and be like me, but in like 2 seconds.
There is a prime.
Okay.
There is a prime
then
in the
even at
multiple
that
man.
point-
So he does kind of have a control over them, but they do have somewhat of their own personality. That's a comic book.
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, so with the whole rape thing, that's covered. Masturbation is covered. Incest. Yes, I think it's incest because and Chuck's charging his phone. That's why he's uncharacteristically quiet again.
I'm not quiet.
He's never quiet. But incest.
I got attacked by a microphone.
Yes, genetically, yes. It's to me, it's incest because it's going to be more of a match to you than anybody,
Right.
and it's family. I think
And
that answers.
Ohana means family.
Ohana,
Yeah.
or what was that? Uso, my brothers and sisters.
Uso.
What's up, my Uso?
I don't know what that means.
Do you think that
You're
answers
scaring
the
me.
question?
I think so.
I think it does. Oh, he said all the above.
Yes, all of the above.
Yes, all the above is exactly
Except
as
for
we answered.
masturbation and rape if consenting.
But insect, he did accidentally say insect. It's not
It is-
insect.
it is definitely
unless
insect.
it's like Jurassic Park, where they filled
It's- no,
the
it-
silly thing
it's-
where they filled in the blanks with amphibian DNA.
No. It's insect in the way of if I were to eat the ass of my clone
And do a
make
human
human
centipede.
centipede. There you go.
Or if you just do it yourself to entertain the other, or if you did have some control over your clone, you make them do it just to entertain you, watching them do a self centipede.
What was this? We were talking about Kramer before.
Kramer versus Kramer.
Tossed salad and scrambled eggs.
How was that song saying?
No,
again?
it's Frasier, you dumbass.
Kramer. Why did I say Kramer?
I don't know.
Kramer versus Kramer. Frasier versus Kramer.
Yeah, the Frasier is the tossed salad.
We've been drinking a lot.
Yeah.
As you can see in the Facebook picture.
Whole bottle of Fireball whiskey.
Good gone.
Good going.
There's no God here, so it's got to be something.
Something has to be something.
You pronounced that wrong. You know how it's really pronounced?
Rape.
I'm at my breaking point. Yeah.
Snort yep, yes, you want.
This seizure was brought to you by Chuck.
Yeah, that was me saying I'm at my breaking point backwards. I don't think it worked out very well. So
We have 2 more questions.
Yeah, we
And
do.
these questions could probably,
potentially destroy life as we know
the
it.
fabric of the universe.
It's gonna rip a hole in space and time at the same space and time.
Patty
Patty
wants
mayonnaise.
to know. Yes, exactly. Wants to know what we
Doug
think
Funny's
about the lizard
girlfriend.
people.
What do we think about the lizard people?
And Eric Hansen expanded on it by saying he questioned her to clarify: is it the ones from Duluth?
Duluth.
Let's talk
Iowa?
about all of them. Fuck it. Not
Okay.
just Duluth. All the lizard people. And when I think of lizard people, I think of what people call the reptilians, a type of alien.
Space
race.
lizards.
Yes.
Which is what. Again, I'm bringing up this.
Space lizard.
I'm bringing
That's
up
not
this.
a real song, but I made it up.
I wrote that
What
song
the
back
fuck?
in 1942.
Mandela effect.
Yeah. No, but I bring this podcast up a lot, even though they're not part of the syndicate, but I don't care. Time Suck
Yes.
with Dan Cummins.
And goings.
His fans are called the Space Lizards. To make,
Our fans are
to make
called,
fun of
Thank you for
David
being
Icke.
our friends.
Yeah. Thank you for being our friend.
up and down the road again.
Exactly.
No, we're not doing that? Okay.
No, we're not doing that.
We're not doing it. We did it on a couple episodes ago.
Exactly.
Oh, that's how we ended it too. It was awesome. Mm-hmm. Chuck hasn't heard the edited version of that, but you have, maybe.
Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Have a great night. I'm just fucking around.
I'm all looking at the time like, no,
we've been drinking too much. And we
drank a lot. What the fuck?
That time
to
passed
answer
us by.
Patty's question.
Yeah. Lizard people. They're scaly. Those scaly
what we think
bastards.
of lizard people.
I think it's fucking stupid. I don't think it's real.
You don't think it could potentially be a type of alien species?
No.
Why not?
I think that's
if
just
we're a
a
type
convoluted. I think it's a convoluted conspiracy theory.
Do you think
perpetuated by the likes of Alex Jones and David Icke?
Yeah, definitely David Icke.
Yeah.
Alex Jones just latches on to whatever he can fucking leech onto.
Anything.
It's conspiracy. I don't like
The frogs are turning gay.
Oh, the pig.
Yeah. I don't mind gay frogs.
I don't mind them either. Why not?
Get your shit on, gay frog. Do what you do.
Exactly.
You be you, boo. You be you.
Thing. You can pan if you want to.
It's a boo frog.
A boo frog.
I'm a boo frog.
Bullfrogs.
Bullfrogs and butterflies have both been born again.
Yes, bullfrogs fuck things up here in
Those
Phoenix,
fuckers?
Arizona. Did you hear about that?
No.
When they got introduced to here, which was bullfrogs are not indigenous to the area.
Phoenix, Arizona was not always a desert.
No,
we were a jungle.
Yes.
Like kind of like the swamps of Florida.
With swamp things.
If you guys don't know about this, I mean, we're from Arizona, so we kind of look into the history of Arizona.
And we live in the desert.
But basically, back in 1877, there was a group of people who came here from Florida, actually, I think it was.
Floridians.
And they brought over
Are they
bullfrogs.
Flow Riders?
Yeah, they were. Flow Rider.
Is that even a song of his?
No.
I don't even know.
But they brought bullfrogs over, and it totally fucked up our I was going to say economy, but it's not. It's our ecosystem.
Yes.
And we went from a lush jungle-like landscape to a desert.
So there you go.
I just made all of that up.
I'm sitting there trying not to. I'm like making a little face here and there that the audience can't hear. See
exactly. Oh, I can't.
No, but they did fuck things up here.
Yeah,
and we can go into that on a completely different podcast. That has nothing to do with the paranormal. But if you look it up, bullfrogs did fuck things up here because they weren't supposed to be from here.
Just like that episode of The Simpsons when Bart Simpson brings his frog over to Australia and then
he's just making this up too, bro.
No, that's actually a real episode of The Simpsons.
But no, Mediterranean house geckos.
That's what they used to call me in high school.
Exactly, that was the name of my old band.
Yeah.
Once they made their way here, what I'm starting to notice is these little nocturnal geckos. I'm noticing more and more of them over the years. Coming out at night, and I don't notice the ornate tree lizard anymore. Everybody's like, how do they go from lizard people to real lizard?
Because reptiles are real, and they're fascinating more so than these fake conspiracy bullshit.
We're going to get into aliens, like whole alien episodes. I do buy the possibility that
I'm going to get into the bisected aliens. You get into the whole aliens.
I do believe in the possibility of an alien species that's reptilian. Why not? Because look at us. Look at us.
Sure.
Okay, what are we?
Okay, fine.
What are humans?
To that effect, yes.
Real quick, what are humans? What are we related to
apes.
most? Yeah, exactly. So why not? Why not a reptilian?
Sure. I get that. Yes, for sure.
What if they're from the future?
I was definitely thinking about like the conspiracy theory of
they're running everything. They're behind the Illuminati and all that. No, but you know what? That derives from David Icke.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Being a fucking lizard person.
No.
Or
Thank you for
all
Facebook.
that bullshit. But yeah, like. Fucking
I have a theory.
People actually disguised.
I don't buy that. Oh, the shapeshifters.
Yeah.
Did you see all that shit on YouTube and all that? I do believe in the possibility of a reptilian species of alien, but we're going to get into that on an alien thing. It's a possibility. But
sure, why not?
However, or the future.
Any,
what if reptiles in the future eventually evolve to becoming that
and come back in time? Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, why not?
But no, I mean, think of it this way. I mean, like we've talked about before in other episodes. Aliens.
Didn't Bill Cooper
Why are we looking at aliens as an extension or an amalgamation of us?
Yeah.
They're not necessarily going to be looking like
bipedal,
not even bipedal, just any resemblance or semblance to ape-like creature like humanity.
Yeah.
Why are we looking for that?
Is the preferred mode of transportation.
Or
Having
like
the two legs.
if you've never seen the movie K-Pax,
exactly.
just like
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin
Species. I can't even talk. Kevin Spacey came as
like Kevin Spacey says. Why is the soap bubble round?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the most efficient shape for it to be.
the shape and the sound.
So why are we shaped the way we are? Because it's the most efficient
for
shape
here, yes.
for us to be. Why would we
Arguably,
assume
with
that
the amount of
someone
planets
else-
that may be out there in the galaxy, maybe there are some that are very like
Right.
ours, and that's
I think most,
if you buy into,
I think most other aliens look like Lumpy Space Princess from Adventure Time.
But if you buy into the whole panspermia thing, if it's starting out,
sperm.
if it's all starting out as
Get a pan.
the same initial seed,
You said
and it
seed.
makes its way to very similar planets,
said
then
sperm.
why not have beings that are bipedal? I mean, it's it's just
Right.
as possible as not possible.
Exactly.
And I think with the
It's Schrodinger's possibility.
yes, Schrodinger's aliens,
It is, and it also
we won't know until we look
simultaneously
into the
isn't.
planets.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
they're alive or dead.
Is that a
here or
euphemism?
gone. It is. Looking into the box. Schrodinger. Dude, we should do a whole episode on Schrodinger.
We should.
Even just because.
What a pussy.
Just because. I love that theory. I love how a lot of people would totally take it the wrong way and make it into like this philosophical thing, which is awesome. I love that version of it.
Right.
But they totally blew it out of proportion.
It's just a simple. It is both.
Observation.
It's both alive and dead until you can actually prove
Observe it.
one or the other.
By observation.
So, therefore, God does and does not exist.
Until it collapses
it can
into
be-
one reality or the other.
Right.
But for some people that are delusional, this is so fucked up saying.
Fuck it.
It has collapsed into reality for them because they will not listen to reason any other way because they're going based on a little thing called faith.
Yeah.
It's a damn F
And
word.
honestly, yeah, it is an F word. I mean, for me, anything that requires blind faith
That's a good
without
band.
sufficient evidence is not something that I need to put stock into. Because if it requires blind faith without sufficient evidence, and the available evidence does not prove enough information or provide enough information for me to declaratively say or definitively say, yes, this thing is likely to be a truth,
then it collapses into hokum.
I don't need to believe it.
Yeah.
It's like Matt Dillahunty says, I would prefer to believe in as many...
confused with Matt Dillon.
Right. But like Matt Dillahunty says, is I would prefer to believe in as many true things and as fewer false things as possible.
Yeah. But we also got to be careful on what we label as false, too. I mean, yeah, we can't, yeah.
You're a false prophet.
Yeah, exactly.
And I enjoy that.
I know. They do call me Lucifer. But back to lizard people. I love the idea of there being lizard people, but not the ones that are controlling the Illuminati.
Because your favorite myth is the Kappas.
Exactly. Little turtle people.
Yeah. You said
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant
Koopas.
Ninja Turds.
It's the Koopas.
Yeah.
I'm a ducksa and a piper and find some Koopas.
Yeah. Is it a coincidence that Koopa and coprophilia sound the same?
Yes. But no.
Does that mean that if you're into
Spoiler alert.
if you're into coprophilia,
Yes.
would you like
You fuck turtles.
no you release a little bit of a turd and you use that as a dildo to fuck yourself in the ass with your own turd? Is that
Patty's
coprophilia?
waiting for her answer.
Oh shit, I
We're
forgot.
talking about fucking turds.
Oh, we're assholes.
Oh, man.
So Patty, how's it going? It's been a long time. It's been a long time since rock and roll.
I like the Led Zeppelin
I think
song.
I already answered the lizard people question.
Yeah, we did.
As far as the conspiracy theory side of it, no.
Oh no, I have a
think-
theory on it. I think a lot of this, when it comes to Illuminati and people behind the scenes,
Illuminati.
these major Illuminati. That's an
work.
extra syllable.
It doesn't work.
I think it derives from the whole reptilian complex in the brain.
Yeah?
Because look at how some of these people act that are in power.
Like fucking assholes.
A lot of the shit's, a lot of the behavior is coming. I'm starting to sound like Alex. A lot of the behavior. Oh, drink a little more. We do drink a lot.
The frogs.
You know what's
gay.
going to happen? 10 years down the line, we are going to turn into Alex Joneses, but for the left. We're not going to be like a right winger Alex Jones. But no.
And you know what? There are these people out there who believe this shit.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Alex Jones' voice hurts my throat.
Yeah.
Alex Jones.
When I'm sick, I sound like him, which is kind of scary.
Alex
if you
Jones'
listen to our
dick hurts
first few
my throat.
episodes.
Because he's got a needle dick.
Yeah. Needle dick bug fucker.
Exactly.
To add to the insect part of Eric Adberry's
Insectuous.
question. Insectuous. I like it. Cool. Fucking bugs. we would fucking destroy them. Somebody with a needle dick, not so much.
Is insectuous when you like have like a
Sticking
beetle?
bugs in the vagina.
Yeah, or you have a beetle crawl up your ass and tickle your
Why did we go?
prostate.
We know when we.
We're never gonna
It's a
get through this
prostate
seriously.
exam. We're just trying to kill time. But
fillers.
the lizard people. What if it's just the reptilian complex? It all derives from people behaving with the reptilian complex,
Right.
Which would be very territorial and fight or flight and blah, territory and all that shit. Then yes, there's reptilians. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of them in politics.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them in business.
Assholes. I'm gonna rip off your tail and see if it grows back.
Rip off your dick and see if it.
Rip off your dick and shove it up your ass. See if it grows back.
None of this is directed at Patty.
No. Yeah, I would rip off Patty's dick if she so chose.
I'm gonna get that look whenever this
asshole.
episode comes out
You said come.
and she hears that. I think that's like, yeah, the answer to her question.
Patty, I do apologize. Way too much alcohol was consumed in the making of this episode. But yeah, so.
The fireball bites the dust.
But I think I killed my liver. And you know, without a liver, you will not be one.
You'd be dead.
Exactly. You'll no longer be a liver.
A deader.
Yeah.
A dire. Dire
Next
straits.
question.
I think that's it, isn't it? No, we have one more.
We have one uno mas.
One more. Look at all of our bullshitting around has got us through a whole other episode. We promise more deep diving on the next one, but this is fun.
Drunk driving is what I like to do.
This
I like
episode-
drunk driving with you.
This episode, we don't condone dunk driving.
Dunk driving.
Yeah,
No,
Dunkin'
I was just
Donuts
singing
driving.
a Sublime
Don't eat Dunkin'
song.
Donuts like cops when you drive.
Yeah.
Aaron Sellers.
Hi, Aaron. How's it going?
How's it going?
Yeah. What's going on?
Yes.
How's it coming?
How's it going?
How's it hanging?
Tuck it to the rat.
I tuck it behind my balls
You tuck it in your tuckus.
and stick the head up my butt.
He's like, oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get such weird looks back when I
It's just
work.
really, it's only uncomfortable if you get an erection while you're sitting down.
I was gonna say, well, you sit on it. That was gonna be my next thing.
I get an erection and it makes this sound.
I make an erection and
Anyway,
he wants us to weigh in on the buttered cat paradox. I love this.
I love the buttered cat.
Yeah, so
there was
basically-
this one time. I do have a cat, right?
Okay.
And I did.
Well, let's explain this to him.
I buttered my cat from head to toe. Not really. We actually did one time.
Before we went into the frying pan.
Yeah, one time we
Became
actually
Gato Bell.
my wife buttered my youngest child.
Yeah, it sounds tasty. Yeah.
That's because I'm an atheist, and we
Yes.
had to see if we could cook her. No, but really, that didn't happen.
Lying.
It was a Arizona jungle tale. I think that's what we're gonna call lies from
You know
now
what?
on.
It may
When we go
have
off
been during the days of the dinosaurs. It may have been.
Yeah,
a
that's
swamp.
true.
It may have been.
Right.
It may not be a real lie.
Yeah, it's a fake lie.
But anyways, the buttered cat paradox in a nutshell is, okay, you throw a cat, it falls or whatever, it lands on his feet.
Oh no! So the way that it's stated is that cats always land on their feet,
Which is, there's a fallacy in that.
and buttered toast or buttered
Always
bread
lands
always
buttered
lands
down.
buttered down.
It doesn't.
And
But
it doesn't.
for the sake of conversation, let's say it
like,
always does. And we could
yeah,
scientifically
yeah.
prove it
Well,
on both
at
accounts.
Least, what is the word I'm looking for?
More often than not.
Right.
But even then, it wouldn't be all. Yeah, no. Let's say it always did. Murphy's Law stepped in and said, "Motherfucker, it's gonna land butter down."
Yeah. Okay.
The cat, the pussy's always gonna land feet first.
Right. My pussy always lands feet first.
Exactly.
But so
Then you fucking are wrong.
Yeah. So cats are always landing on their feet.
Yes.
And buttered toast is always landing butter side down. You stick a piece of buttered toast.
You like to butt her side down.
Exactly. You stick a piece of buttered bread
on the top of the cat.
On the top of the cat, butter facing up, cat facing down, and you drop them both.
Yeah.
My answer to this question is that the cat will land most likely on its feet.
It has more mass.
It's denser. It's heavier than a piece of bread with butter on it. Now, if you had equal...
What if you drop it in a vacuum?
If you had equal...
With no gravity?
Then nothing. I mean, it could land either way.
There.
It could land on its fucking tail. It could land on the... Yeah. But, so...
It wouldn't land.
If no, it would. If you dropped it in a tube with no gravity.
With no gravity.
Or no gravity. I was thinking of...
Just a vacuum?
Vacuum, yeah.
A vacuum with no gravity.
Right. But anyway, so if the toast that was on the back of the cat was as much mass and weight as the cat itself...
Not to be confused with ghosty toast, because that has no mass.
Ghosty toast has no mass.
No mass. But real toast, literal toast with butter on it, it's going to...
So if you had
even the heaviest bread is still going to have less mass than the cat, period.
Yeah.
Even a skinny anorexic cat.
Let's look at
like
it
a non-Garfield cat.
Okay, look. Half a loaf...
If it was on the show, it would be not Garfield
Here,
cat.
look at this. Half a loaf of French bread.
Yes.
With butter all over the top and a kitten might equal out.
After you throw one of Ant-Man's discs at it.
No. I mean, a kitten is small and they don't weigh very much.
No, pew-pew.
And a half a loaf of French bread with butter on it, it's going to maybe weigh about the same as the cat. I think so.
Cats are pretty light.
They are.
They're not foul. The avians, they have hollow bones. That's how they can fly.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been better if birds always land on their feet.
Even my full-grown cat right now doesn't weigh that much.
Okay. So
Like-
the world's lightest cat and the world's heaviest French bread.
Right.
Slap them together. It's a gato sandwich.
If you were to weigh them out and get one that's closely approximately the same
no one's
weight.
tipping the scale.
Right.
Okay.
It would more than likely either, depending on how you drop, so like if you're holding it up with butter side or butter bread side up and cat with feet down and you let go, obviously it's gonna land cat foot down.
Fuck.
But if you toss it like you're flipping
like a salad?
coin, yeah.
I just had an idea.
If you toss it like you're flipping a coin, it's a 50-50 chance.
Oh my god! I have a way that both win.
Yeah.
The cat lands on his feet. Both sides win.
How's that?
What was the statement?
I don't remember.
Okay,
I'm drunk.
It's always buttered toast lands butter side down.
Yeah.
So if the cat lands on his feet, will you achieve both?
I'm confused.
Well, okay. Well, let's go back to the original theory that it would just be like a perpetual motion thing where it just spins
it just
infinitely.
spins in the
That's fucking
air.
stupid.
Yeah,
That's fucking.
That was the first
stupid.
thing I thought of when I heard about it. When I saw this question, I'm like, it's just gonna spin and spin and spin and never land.
That's fucking stupid.
Which is hilarious
no,
to imagine.
It's hilarious. But no, there's a way that there's an outcome where they both win.
How's that?
If it's attached, it's adhered to the cat.
Yes.
Right? So that it can't separate, obviously.
Right.
So there's no way that buttered side would. What was that?
The fuck was that?
I don't know. We got ghosts in the studio.
That was
One of our cords, or
microphone
XLR
cable.
codes, QR codes. Okay.
Yeah.
It fell on like a crayon. I don't know.
It fell on the ground. It fell on the Quran?
It fell on the crayon. He or may have pulled it.
It fell on the Quran as it was facing Mecca.
But anyway, so check it out. Buttered toast.
Mecca, lecca,
on
hi,
top
Mecca,
of the
hi,
cat.
ho.
Cat's gonna land feet first because they always do, supposedly, for the sake of conversation. Lands feet first, right? If it lands feet first and the buttered bread is on top, what side is the butter on?
The top.
The bottom.
I see.
Because it's stuck to the cat. So both win.
Okay.
Ha!
Okay.
So gravity still wins in this.
Yeah.
And both of them are proven right.
Right.
Which is fucking ridiculous because the cats don't always land feet first.
The butter side of the toast is facing up away from the cat, and you drop it, and it just rolls and continues to roll and roll.
It can't because
that's
the cat,
what I'm picturing, Adam.
But if you drop a cat side by side with toast, what's going to hit the ground first?
Toast. Wait, what?
If you drop, remember the whole idea when people drop two different objects with
Like a
different
bowling
mass.
ball and a feather?
Yes. What hits the ground first?
They both hit the ground at the same time.
Okay. So
In a
then it's
vacuum.
so then it's not going to matter.
No.
Yes. Matter. But if the
So your question is stupid, Eric.
No. That's it's not Eric. It's
Your question is stupid, Aaron.
No, it wasn't his question. He just asked us what we thought about that question.
Yeah.
It's not even his own question.
Your answer is stupid, Adam.
No, but check this out. If it was Butter Side Up, don't you think it would separate?
Butter Side Up was a really good album.
Wind can easily blow the bread away from the cat if it's not stuck to the cat. So
Right.
the cat lands feet first. They both win.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
But that, in a weird
Okay,
world
I've
like
got a
that-
question for you. So,
Okay.
what if you have just a plain dry piece of toast?
real quick, we're gonna. Oh, was this for this?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. A plain dry piece of toast.
Yes.
And you staple a cat's feet to that piece of toast, and you drop them both, but you have butter on the back of the cat. What happens then?
Bread's porous. The butter will go through.
But the cat's not. I said the butter's on the cat.
Along with the butter will go through the bread.
Okay.
And it'll make its way to the bottom.
Make its way to your
shit.
bottom and lube it up.
Oh yeah. What if it's two cats fucking? Moving on. I hope that answers your question.
Yes.
Aaron.
We spent so much time on that stupid
We spent
question.
a lot of time on other questions.
I know, but we spent so much time on that question.
We have some more time. Should we just start? Let's start spitballing.
I think Amber asked a question. My cousin
one?
Amber.
Oh, your cousin Amber. What was that
Look
question?
it up. Look it up.
Okay, let's look
It's
that
on the
up real
thing.
quick.
Thank you, Amber, by the way, for asking us
Thank you
questions.
for joining us recently,
Yes.
which was weeks ago now. Mm-hmm. But thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you for being a friend. I love Betty White.
I know you do.
I can't say it enough. We should have her on the show sometime.
I thought it was weird at first when you made that little Betty White doll, and then you put it over a
Until you saw the
fleshlight.
shrine.
Well, then you put it over that fleshlight, and you're holding a doll that's Betty White, but with a giant vagina, and you're like fucking yourself with it. That was
Is
amazing.
that masturbation or is, no?
Yes. Masturbation, intellectual masturbation.
There will be a part 3. Mm-hmm. A thrice.
Yes.
I can't find it now. What is
The last question.
I know, but
No, it's before I posted about the drinks that we were drinking.
a bunch of new questions pop up for the next
Right.
one. Hey, we were late, but
Yeah.
then they hear the episode.
I'd be like, fuck
we're
off.
at 92 comments on Facebook for this.
Good job.
See, and people that are listening to this and not knowing what the fuck's going on, just go to Facebook. Even if this is a
You
year
have the
later.
Learn to
and
Curse
just-
Facebook group.
And join the group.
It's not an open group. You have to have
because we
have to
swear and
approve you.
stuff in there, but we don't care.
Yeah. So
We could make it open. I don't
just
care.
no. I'd rather it be us approve it. But yeah, go ahead and ask to be a part of the Facebook group.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Nikki has another question.
Oh really?
Have you ever had Fireball? Because she saw the empty Fireball. We're pretty chatty. We're chatty Cathy's when we drink.
Oh, yeah.
I got off work and I was like fucking Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
I was like Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
I was
and
like
I had an
Dawn and
alcoholic
Dusk of the
beverage
Dead.
before I came over. So
And I woke the fuck back up.
all right. So what's her question?
Have you ever had a Fireball with cream soda?
No, but that sounds amazing.
She said it's titties.
I bet it is titties.
Fuck. If it's
Tits upon tits upon tits upon tits.
yes, our fractal titties. I mean,
Yeah.
if it is synonymous.
Thank you, Nikki. Okay, so
If it is synonymous with tits, then I'm
Nikki,
down.
I don't know. You didn't get a chance to try this, but I told you about it that one time because you couldn't drink, but I drank all of the drink and I was burping. And we talked about that story before. It was
because I had a
amazing-
procedure the night before.
Yes,
Otherwise,
the day
I would be
after.
drinking.
But I had bought you a bottle of Cannon Blast rum,
Yes.
and I don't like Coca-Cola, and so the only other thing that I could cut it with was
I
Mountain
liked
Dew.
Coca-Cola back when it was real Coca plant in the
Exactly.
Coca-Cola.
But the only thing that I could cut it with was Mountain Dew. And so I had like half.
And my sharp nipples, my sharp Asian nipples
Exactly.
in the cold.
So I mixed the Cannon Blast rum with Mountain Dew, and it is so delicious.
I'm going to have to try it.
So to answer your question, no, I have not had Fireball whiskey
will.
with cream soda, but I'm gonna goddamn
Next time-
try that. That sounds awesome.
We
But
just destroyed
you
that
also
one.
have to, Nikki, tell me once you've tried Cannon Blast rum with Mountain Dew, how amazing it is.
and then have Not Your Father's Mountain Ale, only 5% alcohol.
Yeah.
And throw that in the mix.
But if you have 3 of them, it equals out to 15% alcohol. We did the math.
There you go. That's not how it works.
Yes, it is.
That's not how it works.
Yes, it is, because my body absorbed the water
You just
differently than it absorbed the alcohol. Right?
Have that. It just becomes like, yeah.
It's metabolism.
Yeah, it becomes like water and oil in your body.
Exactly.
That's just the way it
it's
metabolizes. That's not the way it works. You just have a bunch of those for flavor, and then
They're so good, though.
It's like having a non-spicy pepper for flavor, and
My
then a
dick?
really special. Yeah, exactly, a bearded pepper.
Oh, it's spicy. Pating, pating.
Ding, 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 ding. If you don't know what the fuck we're talking about, you didn't go far back
yeah.
enough. Yeah, you need to dig deep
Go
in
back.
the crates of episodes.
Dig deep into the asshole of these episodes.
So Amber's question, not to be confused with your wife, Amber.
No, my cousin Amber.
Your cousin Amber.
Yeah.
This is Amber. This is my brother Amber and my other brother Amber.
Exact.
Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, I love that show. Did you see how it ended?
No.
It ended with him waking up and being in his previous show.
It was a dream.
That was
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Go check out some Bob Newhart because it's awesome.
Yeah.
We're old.
We are.
What's your thoughts on paranormal TV shows such as Dead Files, Ghost Adventures, etc.? I like that one show called Etc.
Etc. Etc.
Etc. Etc.
Head on. Apply directly to the forehead. I think like Ghost Adventurers
Yes.
sucks.
Really?
I didn't like Ghost
Do you like Ghost
Adventures.
Hunters more? Because it's a little more straightforward.
I
They
think
don't
so.
sensationalize it as much.
I don't think they sensationalize it as much. I still think that, there's really never been any definitive, this is happening.
They
this
have
is,
EVP. Kind of like, okay, I've
Right,
been very...
but look at it this way.
If you notice, I was very careful with. If you go back
Okay.
to our YouTube videos and find our EVP video, I got what you call "quote unquote" an EVP.
Right.
But we're not saying
What's-
definitively what an EVP
What's that
is.
What's that one meter that they use? The electromagnetic.
The one that
EMF.
EMF.
Yeah. Electromagnetic field detector.
They also have EMF pumps.
But they also have boom microphones and recording equipment that emit
That ghost went by.
electromagnetic
That ghost went by.
fields.
Yeah.
So fuck off with your electromagnetic field detector because you've got devices that are emitting
out EMF.
electromagnetic fields.
They have devices that pump out
that
EMF.
fucking shit is bullshit.
Yeah.
If you had like somebody with like a spy scope and like their recording equipment miles away and they're observing somebody using an EMF and there's nothing else, no
Yeah.
power lines, no anything else, and that needle on that meter is going crazy, then yes, I'll be like, okay, that's fucking weird. But
And
there's nothing weird about an EMF device going crazy around a bunch of electronic devices.
Exactly.
That's bullshit.
There are a lot of things that can give false positives on EMF detectors. So,
Yeah.
boom. That's something that I don't even want
I was
to.
really happy with my false positive about HIV.
And about
so.
your pregnancy.
Yeah.
Yes.
turns out I am pregnant.
Did you hear about that? If a man takes a pregnancy test and it's positive, I think it means
It means he was raped by an alien.
No, it means that you may possibly have a type of cancer.
Yeah.
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 Look into it. Get tested.
Or you might have a
Man,
type of
go out and-
Pisces.
Go out, yeah, like me. I'm a Pisces. If you have a type of me,
You
I'm
might have
sorry.
a type of Scorpio.
I am sorry. We will do an astrogliology
the ginger Scorpio.
episode. Did I say episode again? Why
You
do
did.
I say that?
Because you're a fucking idiot.
I know, right?
No, you're good. You're good. I don't know.
I'm an ape.
I mispronounce shit all the time. so.
It's weird, but I love saying episode for some
Like that
reason.
one time when I was trying to or
In
when I,
Bandcamp.
no, there was that episode we were recording and I said
Well, remember that one time I accidentally said levies?
yeah.
I meant it.
Remember that one time I accidentally said floating corpses? I was joking.
yeah,
Bad joke.
yeah, bad jokes.
So to answer your
We
question,
love
Amber,
Louisiana, though.
I don't know. I really haven't watched many of them.
I've watched a few of them.
I've seen a few episodes. My favorite thing, honestly, if you're really into that kind of thing and you're kind of skeptical,
Yes.
like we are, I've brought it up before on the show. I recommend if you've ever watched Survivor Man, if you've never watched Survivor Man,
but that's getting into cryptids. more so.
yeah, but still, it's a really cool way to think about it because the way he approaches it is kind of the way that I feel like we would approach it. But watch season 6 of Survivor Man, where he's
Yeah.
looking for Bigfoot.
Yes. He comes at it from a skeptic point of view,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he was looking for the evidence.
That's the thing. I think for the most part of those paranormal shows
Yes.
that I've seen is that they don't come at it from a
They don't.
skeptic's point of view. They come at it with a
I want to
preconceived
believe.
notion
I want
of
to
what they're
believe.
looking for
And
and
I
what they're
believe.
going to find.
Exactly.
And they
You're gonna get what you're looking for.
So to say, find it. So to say, so to speak.
Sammy Sosa?
Yes.
Okay. Kaiser Soze?
Yes, Kaiser Soze.
No, so let's go down the line here. Okay, the Dead Files. That show, I watched the first couple seasons of it.
Did you?
It was all right, but my big gripe with that, if I remember correctly, so the psychic medium, she would go in and do her investigation after the detective.
Was it a small, medium at large?
Yes, exactly. So how do we not know that the detective is just giving her the information?
Right.
Now it should be reversed. We should.
What's that one? That Long Island medium? Wasn't
she's a
Jagan talking
charlatan.
about that
Come
shit
on.
before? Yeah, it's bullshit.
But check it out. So I would buy the episode more if they could prove that they did it in this order, that the psychic medium would get this information, would obtain this information first. And the detective, not even hearing that, still goes and does his investigations next.
Okay.
And then they compare notes.
Right.
But in the episodes, it was always laid out that he would go do the investigations in the town or whatever, and then around the haunted location and whatnot. And then she would go in and do like a little lockdown and see what impressions she gets from the place.
Okay.
And it's like, how do we know she didn't get it from him?
Basically, yeah, they're sitting out somebody who's a professional
Yes.
and being able to, root out information and feeding that information back to this person. Yeah.
Now, to get a little sidetracked here, but it's on topic. The CIA actually had a branch that dealt with that.
Yeah,
that
the Ministeric Goats.
The Ministeric Goats. But where they would actually train people. They had the idea that they could train people that, off the street, that they thought that they could train them to do remote
And
viewing.
then they realized that trains were an insufficient or inefficient mode of transportation.
And a pretty decent band.
Yeah.
And also trains, planes, and
I'm not a
automobiles.
huge fan of trains.
I like some of their songs.
I hate Drops of Jupiter. It's a stupid song.
Really?
I hate the lyrics.
I like the music.
The music's fine.
The music,
but when you
is
throw
just
the
fine.
lyrics in, I'm like, this song sucks.
Yeah.
That's how I am. Like, it all has
When it talks
to be
about
cohesive.
Tybo, I mean,
Yeah.
Anyways, but back to the topic. So, I think the government believes like different intelligence agencies buy into it.
Maybe they have prior knowledge, and maybe it has something to do in tying back to alien activity,
Yeah.
where there are these species of aliens that they've encountered that do have these abilities, and they think, well, this is a hominid type creature.
Look
maybe
at what
we should have that ability as well.
Look at what we do know for fact. Project Paperclip, right? After World War II, they gathered up all the Nazis that could be of any use to them.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And they formed the CIA with them.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
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 So if they encountered aliens or interdimensional beings, why wouldn't they do the same thing with them?
I don't know.
Although I think they're probably just taking it in the ass, and they're probably really.
I just
running
prefer
the
to
show,
watch the
like
movie
the lizard
Paul.
people. They're controlling things
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
Have you seen the movie Paul?
Yes, I love.
love
the
that
Paul.
movie.
That movie's
favorite-
fucking awesome.
Yeah, my favorite.
All
part of
those
that
years
is-
later, he gets out and he's
Yeah.
still kind of talking like you're,
Yeah. I just like
20-something
one of my
year old.
favorite parts of that movie is when he's dressed up like the little cowboy in that comic shop,
Yes.
and the guy's like feeling his balls, and he's like, "Get your motherfucking hands off my goddamn junk!" Yeah, or get your goddamn hands.
Go
off
see
my
Paul
motherfucking-
if you haven't seen Paul.
Yeah, see Paul. It's a great
Yeah.
Simon Pegg, Nick Frost movie. That's not a part of the Cornetto trilogy.
No. Yes. Yeah. But it's a good
or
movie.
Cornetto. I'm sorry.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, but so is Shaun of the Dead. It's a great movie. So is Hot Fuzz. That's
And
a
when
great
you can
movie.
have-
you seen World's End?
No, I haven't.
You gotta watch World's End.
But when you can have that connectivity between movies, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Like what was Kevin Smith's little thing called back in the? He had a shared universe back in the day.
Oh yeah. Oh,
it had to do with the Jersey.
I honestly even think that Tusk is a part of that same shared universe.
It could be. Why not?
Yeah.
But what was
I never saw Tusk.
a skew viewed verse
Yeah,
or something,
A
right?
View Askew.
A View Askew. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. He had one of the first shared universes on. Actually, no. Didn't the
Tarantino.
The original? I'm a Tarantino. This shit. I'm gonna take it way
Yeah.
back.
Citizen Kane.
No, the Universal Monsters. You know how
Yeah.
they wanted to make a universe,
Yeah.
how they wanted to make a shared universe now, and people laugh at it because the Marvel. They actually started out that way
They
because they
did.
did have crossovers
Yeah,
with their
they did.
early monsters.
Yeah,
and
they
stuff.
did.
How did we got here from fucking?
It's all tied together.
It is.
Yeah,
Everything.
multiverses.
Yes, multiverses.
Universal Studios.
In a parallel universe, we didn't even discuss this. We stayed on topic.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's Paramount Pictures.
Let us know if you guys think we tangent too much.
Yeah.
And we don't care, but still,
Yeah.
let us know.
I mean, sometimes we're just adding filler. Sometimes we're just drunk and being stupid. Most of the times
Most of the time, we never fill you up and never let you down.
always fill you up.
We
always let you down.
Never fill you up. Why would we fill you up?
Never gonna.
Never
Why do
gonna
you
get it.
fill me up? Buttercup, baby, just to let me down and mess me around, and then worst of all,
We had some shits to drink
never
this
call,
time.
baby.
So that was one of our own questions, but
What was one of
Oh
them?
no, that was Amber's question.
What?
At some point, back to Amber's question.
The original, my
God
wife
damn it,
Amber,
no,
or
not,
my
that's
cousin
back
Amber?
in the last episode, the cousin Amber. So Ghost Adventures. I it's entertaining, but they over sensationalize
I think
things.
so.
And then even his what do they call them? Evocations, like how he
I don't know.
provocations.
Okay.
In the beginning, he started out really. I can imagine why they talk about how some of these spirits have followed them home and all that, and have gotten kind of violent with them and hate them. Well, yeah, because if you're being a dick to them,
Right.
You know, to try to provoke them and stuff.
Yeah. Did you know that every time you yawn, a ghost puts its dick in your mouth?
You catch a bug, you get some protein.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ghost Hunters is a little less sensationalized.
You think so?
But-
I don't know. Again, I kind of watched like one or two of these episodes of these shows, and I'm like, that's not really for me because,
Yeah.
again, I see them using EMF meters.
But what about EVP? That's what I wanted to get to.
With all of that electronic equipment, and I'm like, you guys are stupid.
Exactly.
Why-
Thermal though. When you see something
Thermodynamics?
No, when you see something passing a thermal screen and stuff,
Like that Facebook.
what bothers me about
Did you
it
see that video on Facebook
No.
where that lady is like standing and it's a thermal image and you see her,
her fart, yes.
Yeah.
The ghost.
Yeah.
Her pants were haunted.
Her pants were
That's what I
haunted.
was thinking when I saw it. I was like, hey, her pants are haunted.
Nice.
But here's the thing. A lot of
She was wearing a skirt.
A lot of
Her
people
skirt was
say,
haunted.
A lot of people say when a ghost enters an area, they do, and we talked about this on a previous
gets colder.
episode. And that's because they're drawing all the energy to them to manifest. Why would they need to do that, for one? And then two,
Or, you
how
know-
would that make them hot? How would that make them pop up as a heat signature like us? We're a heat signature because we're physical beings with shit going on in
Yeah.
us and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not just the energy by itself.
What if it's this? What if it's an alien
What if God
technology?
is one of us?
Exactly. We're going on to that again.
But add it on.
Counting
that
blue-
again.
I'm just counting blue cars. That's all I'm doing, man.
As you just grabbed a blue mic. Okay.
Tell me all your thoughts on God.
I love that song.
Me too.
I love the 90s. I miss the 90s.
Yeah. So, an alien species has this technology where it can like quantum leap itself, like instead of into somebody's body, nearby somebody, and
Yeah.
that's the manifestation of it.
What
it's,
if?
it's like wormhole leaping, but like an individual.
So they're there, but
body
not there. We don't see them physically.
And they
Sometimes
can
we
see
can.
us. Maybe that's
Yeah.
what we're seeing. Is
Maybe
and
that's what's
why
popping
it's
up on
cold.
thermal?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe could it be energy itself?
Okay.
Because energy itself wouldn't heat it up enough. I don't think.
No, you don't think so?
Because you.
I mean, if you had enough energy, I think you would be able to see. Like, for example, if
But
you,
then again, if it took that much energy, we don't know how much energy it would take to send this energy of a
yeah,
being
exactly.
to another
I don't know.
place. That's that too.
Yeah.
Or across dimensions.
or like by it getting cold and it's sucking all the energy around it from like different life forms and different things.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what's causing the
the heat
anomaly.
signature to pop up.
Yeah.
Very possible. So that could be something we can test in the future. EMF, no.
No.
Nah.
The only way the only way we would be able to test it is without any microphones.
With the mechanics at a distance.
Yeah, without any microphones and somebody with like a long lens
Yeah.
filming us from a distance where it wouldn't detect the electromagnetic field from the equipment.
And that's how I feel about EVP.
Yeah.
Because I have recorded EVPs and I call them EVPs because they're electronic voice phenomenon.
Right.
Just like how I view UFOs.
Well, like my video, my audio tape
Yeah.
from years ago.
We don't know what that is, but it was
Yeah.
something.
Some
Something has
German
to be
dude
something.
yelling at me.
Oh, that too, yeah.
Yeah.
The actual EVP. I was thinking of the video camera.
No.
But in them, like my UFO, the UFO stories that
Mm-hmm.
I told, I was careful to say they were unidentified flying objects. I don't know what the fuck they were, but EVP, EVP, electronic voice phenomenon, just as that. I buy into that, but to,
Evelyn's voluptuous pussy.
exactly. Everybody, everybody's vagina
Procrastinates.
procrastinates.
Yeah. Everyone's vagina procrastinates.
But I buy into the EVP thing.
That's why the period
to
is only once a month.
But to totally test that it's not picking up radio somehow, or CB or something like that,
Yeah.
you would have to get in a room that's shielding.
Yeah. Like
we could try
in
this.
a Faraday cage.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, you got to shield all those signals.
Yeah.
All the possible signals. And
That's
have,
what Mama
and have
told me. She's
pure-
like, you got to shield all those signals. You got to, and that's
Yeah.
why I have those
same thing with the
crucifix
condoms.
Yeah.
And the same thing with a ghost box, right? A spirit
delicious.
box. Where it's scanning through the radio stations. You have to have a really high sweep rate so that you're not getting complete words from different stations, for one.
Right.
And then you got to go to a location where you're not going to pick up any radio, so it's pure white noise. And
That's
if
racist.
And if a voice can, well, there's pink noise and other noise here. If a
Pink
voice,
Floyd.
Pink Floyd, I love Pink Floyd. It's a Floydian slip. If a voice can still manifest out of that, a shielded room, high sweep rate, all white noise, and you still get a voice, then I think it's legit that there is an intelligent being communicating through this. Or that the
Or
device is
it's
picking up an
more-
intelligent
It's
being.
more possible and less likely that it's interference, but that
Yes.
doesn't necessarily rule
out
all
any interference, yes. And what if it's
Yeah.
interference from another dimension?
Or what if it's interference from the Faraday cage itself?
That's
because
possible.
we don't
Scrambling.
understand how this
work.
device is. Maybe it's like I used my for the Phoenix Lights episode.
Yes.
I'm talking about using the chain link
fence,
fence
yeah.
as an antenna. Technically, a Faraday cage should block out any signals coming in, but perhaps there's
It
some
can
way
enhance
that
the
it can
signal
enhance
within.
the signal. Yeah,
You can enhance the signal within. Okay.
you said Hanson.
Hansen.
Bop.
Eric Hansen.
Yeah, exactly.
We want him on the show sometime.
Right. Yeah. So come on.
I got some messages here. Maybe I got another. No, that's just my phone dying. Never mind.
Oh.
Spaghetti-o.
Spaghetti-o.
Exactly. Oh, your cousin commented again.
Oh, what did she say?
Let's see here. Oh, she says, Fireball is what I imagine death tasting like.
Fireball is delicious.
Ellipses. I'm highly allergic to cinnamon. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I know. I know how you feel. I'm highly allergic to Benadryl, so that's why I don't drink Benadryl whiskey.
I'm not allergic to many things other than grass,
Yeah.
dust, some pet dander. But I don't care.
Yeah.
I obviously don't have food allergies.
Yeah.
Let me move this
I'm
mic
allergic-
so Chuck can see me better.
I'm allergic to ferret feces.
Ferret feces.
I don't know. I'm not really. I could. Yeah.
Remember?
I want to make it very clear. I'm not joking around. I am legitimately 100% allergic, very, very deathly allergic to Benadryl. It's the weirdest fucking thing. I'm allergic to Benadryl, an allergy medication.
Weird.
It'd be like somebody allergic to the EpiPen.
Oh, that would suck. You can't
Right?
even bring back that person. They have
Yeah.
an allergic reaction and continue to die.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Or
would suck.
they wind up like Nate and have like a peanut allergy afterwards and no longer can have peanut butter, which was one of his favorite foods.
They're all swollen like,
He talked about that right when he was on the show, that he had a surgery, and after the surgery, the anesthetic that they gave him caused him to have develop a peanut allergy. And before the surgery, peanut butter was one of
Sound like
his
you
favorite
said a
foods.
penile.
Yeah. No, he's got a peanut allergy. That's why he doesn't suck my dick anymore.
So, are we going to ask each other questions now that we've
Sure.
run out of questions?
I guess.
Shoot.
Shoot. Shit.
like-
Why did you decide to want to start this podcast with me?
Okay, now I've alluded to this off podcast,
Right.
To you, Brian, and Shelby that one time.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, the UFO Palooza episode.
Yeah.
A lot of the shit that happened during that episode, plus some of the other paranormal things that have happened to me, that I've told on the show, on early episodes, and shit that will come out later. We do need to do that. We
Nude?
do.
You said nude.
We do need to send nudes. We do need to do more episodes in the future talking about Haunted Throat, talking about more of our personal stories, because I have
Yeah.
more. I have a whole
Yeah,
list
yeah.
of them, stuff that have
Yeah.
happened. We can.
I
do episodes
honestly,
around
I
it.
think I've touched on most of my paranormal stories.
I've got more. It's
I
terrible.
mean, there have been little blips in here and
Yeah.
there and things like that, but for the most majority, like the big ticket ones, I've talked about already.
yeah, the blockbusters.
Yeah.
And then we're getting down to the little,
But so basically, your reason for wanting to do this podcast, not
the frequency of these
not
things
only-
happening to me.
Well, not only because
wanting
we're
the
friends
answers. Yeah.
and we have good rapport,
Yes.
and it, you know,
That's that. Okay, no, I take that back. That's
We don't have good rapport.
That's
You
my,
hate me.
Exactly. That's my own selfish, my own personal reasons. But also, I really enjoy working with this guy over here.
Oh, well, thanks, man.
He's a fine specimen of a podcaster.
I appreciate that. No.
Even though we trample over each other when we talk,
Yeah.
but it's in a funny way.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just our rapport. That's how we are.
Wait.
Exactly. Fuck you. That's how we are with each other when we're not recording.
Yeah, that's how I am with most people. They
There's
don't get a
that-
word in.
Literally, like that one time when we were at your birthday party
Yes.
or whatever. It was me, you,
And a bunch of people talking.
Fucking Brian.
Yes.
Deathbed Confession.
Yes.
Shelby. Luis.
Yes.
Whoop, whoop. That's the
Not
sound of
Elizondo.
Luis. No.
Not Eskimo.
Yeah. Luis
De La Cruz.
Yeah. De La Cruz on over and give me a smooch. But literally, we were sitting there around the table, and we were talking over each other constantly.
Yes.
But
That's
it was
just the way it is.
I think we were also laughing our asses off because we were
yeah.
drunk and
You pronounced
and-
that wrong.
Yeah.
That's the way we always are when we get together. But what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
And we do a lot of that too.
Would you like me to answer the same question back?
So yeah. So what made you want to get into podcasting about the paranormal?
I mean, I've been into podcasts for a long time, like just listening to podcasts. Okay, so this is how it started out for me. I used to deliver pizzas, and I drive.
Jagan used to too.
Yeah. I also had most of my jobs that I've worked, except for recently. Well, not again. I've changed to a new building, and it's farther away. But either way. Usually, for the most of the time that I'm commuting to and from work or delivering pizzas, when I'm on my own, I started out listening to talk radio.
Yes.
Right? Because music, I'm not going to be able to hear the whole song. I'm not going to, and it was just, there's shit on the radio and I don't want to hear your commercials.
And I'm not one for listening to a song and then pausing it and then starting it back up where I left off. No.
Exactly.
I'll start it over.
But with talk radio or podcasts, I can pause it. I know where you stop talking. I know I can follow the conversation. And so I just started listening more and more to podcasts on my commute because it's something that could, occupy my time. I'm all alone for like almost an hour on my commute. I'm going to listen to something and I just listen to podcasts. And I'm like, eventually, what actually really solidified it was what we dropped into that one episode. And I can't remember what number it was. I think it was 18.
Maybe. I don't know. What was it?
Me, you, and Brian. Me, you, and Deathbed Confession.
Which episode?
I think it was episode 18. The
18 was the highlights.
Yeah. Right? Was that the one that we?
Oh yeah, at the end. Yeah, you're right. I'm zoning out.
That's okay. Well, we threw our basic,
Yes.
our precursor
Yeah.
episode.
That made me want to do
just
this.
Sitting there talking
particular
to each other.
podcast,
Exactly. And that's really what it was. We recorded that just for fun.
And then
since
the
recording
scratching
that,
the
I'm like,
surface stuff that I did with
yeah.
Brian.
Well, and yeah,
that
you
was like a
actually had more
precursor
experience
as
of
well.
this than I did ever, other than my.
And that was going to be all over the
listened to it.
place, but this is more dialed into the paranormal.
But I mean, for my job, for the most part, for the past 11 years, most of the time, what I've been doing, I've worked in tech support or other kind of like a call center environment where I'm familiar and used to talking. My voice is fine. I'm not worried about that. I don't think I sound like an idiot. I think
and
I
though
can
it's a
sound
dying
cohesive.
art, and though it's a dying thing, I'm still a phone sex operator.
Exactly.
that's
Yeah,
where I
I
get my
appreciate
voice.
it. I mean,
That's where I get
every
my voice.
15 days, that's how I get off.
Exactly.
I just got to dial up your number, and then
It gets a little weird now that we're on a podcast.
ASMR
We're face to
voice.
face with each other.
Well, I mean, it's.
And then we go back to
I
not
actually
being
like putting a
face-to-face.
face to it.
A face to the phone sex.
Exactly. Oh man,
I don't want them to know
ever
about
since
my-
the advent of Skype.
I don't want them to know about, our listeners to know more about my promiscuous phone days.
Promiscuous. Thank you for calling 1-800-WET-FART. How can I help you?
Are you into girls that have smoked a lot of cigarettes in the day?
Then I'm your lady.
Now get over and suck this pussy.
Oh, eat that. Eat that roast beef sandwich.
It's curtains for
That
you.
isn't mustard.
Oh God. Any other questions?
Oh no!
You-
what I was
you
thinking
asked a
about
question.
earlier. So about
I asked a question.
yeah, I
you
know,
did
and then
ask
we
me.
just both answered it.
Yeah. Well, that's what we want. I want to do.
The whole
You
interrupting
asked-
people. Eventually, it gets to the point where we're just like
We forget
monopolizing
what
the conversation.
Yeah.
And I forgot what the other part of that was going to be. Anyways.
Yeah. We got to work on that actually a little bit. But
we're getting better.
I think we are getting better at it.
I think we both set off on a topic and we have so much to say about it. And we're like,
Honestly, I think sometimes what it is for me is that I don't have much to say about it. And so to
You're just getting it out of the way.
Yeah, I'm just, adding stupid jokes and making funny quips.
No, honestly, this is all payback.
No, lie to me.
This is all honestly.
Shut up.
If you go back to episode 3.
I don't think you understand what's going on here right now.
No, not episode 3.
Nipisode?
No,
what's a nipisode?
If you go back to episode...
Is that like a cunt nipple?
Exactly, a cunt nipple. Remember
fun.
cunt nipples?
I do remember
we
cunt
abandoned
nipples.
that.
It was delicious.
We'll go back to some cunt nipples.
The best hors d'oeuvres ever.
Yes. What are these little rubbery things?
They're chewy.
Suddenly I feel like some milk.
Oh man,
mama's milk. But no,
they're like semi-sweet bitter chocolates.
I totally forgot what I was gonna say, but I remembered because Chuck has interrupted me again.
I'm sorry, buddy.
It's funny when people come on the show and then they get all offended, like, oh, to a degree. Mm-hmm. They still think it's funny.
No, my favorite is the way that Brian reacts.
Yes.
Like, just fucking let me talk.
I know, but
I think it's great.
But
because that's how we are with each other all the time.
But I think it's to the max with Chuck now because he's still paying me back. Now go back and listen to Ghosty.
It's your goddamn Bubba Cup.
Big Bubba Cup. That's the worst. That was the worst.
I think so.
Because you were already doing it. I was already doing it. All the cool kids were doing it.
All the cool kids were doing it.
The first
just
episode
like
that the Bryans were on when we were
together.
When we were talking about Ghost Pusher ADD.
Yeah.
You started telling the story about your sister's cup, and you're pantomiming this big fucking cup. Come on, big Bubba cup. You're like, what? It's so funny. Shut the fuck up.
I know.
And I just kept interrupting, and you're like, and I was like, I'm sorry. It's like, oh no, you're gonna get yours.
Yeah.
And I've been getting mine all these episodes since.
I think I've taken it too far.
Oh yeah.
Maybe. All right. Did you have a question? A specific question?
Why?
Why what?
Why are you still doing this?
I don't know. I'm an asshole. Wait, did I ask the question of why you wanted to do? Okay, so you get to ask a question of.
We both answered that same question.
We answered that same question,
Yes.
So ask a separate question and we'll both answer.
Oh god, you know we're like the real life. You know what they should make a live action movie of?
Lucy.
Heckle and Jekyll.
Yeah.
We would totally be like a new, even more offensive version of Heckle and Jekyll.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
If you don't know who those are, who those
We
are
are actually
those things.
What is his name? Waldorf and God, what's the other Muppet's name? The Hecklers on the Muppet Show.
Oh yeah,
I know one of them's name is Waldorf. What's the other one's name?
I forgot the other guy's name.
Yeah, we're them, but the younger versions of
the
them.
younger versions. That's what we're gonna progress to eventually.
Exactly.
And then Cheech and Chong.
Yeah. No, that's in between.
Yeah, in between.
Between now and then. We sober
No,
up.
Cheech and Chong now.
Yeah, and we sober up and become.
We're Cheech and Chong then.
Fucking what's Waldorf's partner's name? Fuck.
I don't know. His sexual partner?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's Bert and Ernie grown up.
His Heckle and Jekyll.
Yeah. So
I don't
anyway,
know.
did you have a specific question that you wanted to
I
ask?
don't.
To ask me?
I don't.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us.
Are we ever gonna come to a consensus on paranormal as a whole? Probably in a spitball.
Honestly, I don't know that we'll ever have a definitive answer.
But we may spark the minds.
Maybe
that do it.
you know what I'm hoping for.
Yes.
Honestly, is that this endeavor right here allows us to. And I don't want to be like shilling and being like pay us, give us money, but I would love for this to get to the
this
point
was a
where
job.
we this was our full-time job. We were.
I would have
in
more
money.
time to research.
We would have more time to research, do better episodes, but it would also give us
go
the freedom
experiment.
to you actually do research and find answers for the questions that we're asking,
Field
or
test.
speak to the people that do have more information.
Field trip
Take
to a
these
field
out,
test.
Yeah, field trip to like a scientist or Tom DeLonge or.
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, we can visit his grave.
His chair.
I think he was buried in his chair.
Oh man.
You know, he was cremated in it. Oh man. But no, what's his name? Eskimo.
Elizondo?
Yeah, that guy.
Yes.
So that's my question or my answer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bill Bixby.
my pants are haunted. What? What about Bill Bixby?
I don't know. I just said it.
Okay.
It's like Tourette's.
Okay.
Gloria Stefan.
Yeah.
Shit fucks.
What is it? Fuck ass. All right, good
No
night, guys. Bill Cosby. Pudding Pops. You don't like me, you like my rape.
Oh god, we gotta have deathbed confessions back on.
Yeah. Well,
I think this is it for this episode.
I think so.
I hope you liked our Q&A. We're gonna do more in the future.
I enjoyed your cues. Did you enjoy my aids?
My AIDS.
I mean A's. I'm sorry, my answers.
Oh my god, we drank a lot. I'm gonna drink some more and go to bed.
I'm gonna drink no more, and I'm gonna drive home.
I'm gonna rub one out and turn in.
I'm gonna rub one in and turn on.
Yep.
All right, good night.
Good night, everybody. Join us next time when we talk about
Spaghetti.
spaghetti. Hey, do you remember that one time?